Is FUT Centurions Pellegrini the best centre mid in the game for under 20k? I think so. Robbie, let's get into the review.
Yeah, Jay, he looks like a very, very good card. I think when the game first came out, I was looking at his 84 for some time. It looks like a very good starter card. Yeah. He's 16k this one. It's not much at all. What were your first impressions?
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I bought him for 35k and I was like, wow, I can't believe he's this cheap.
Yeah.
You know, Italian. We've got a lot of Italians recently. We got Maldini the other day. He's also almost, you know, the Hullet gang. And his in-games are really, really good. And yeah, his in-games are brilliant, Rob. You look at his dribbling, really, really solid. Kind of like 85 plus in most departments. Yeah. Great passing, pretty decent pace. He's high in average plus. He's got 4-star skill upgrade from his normal. I can't understand, Robbie, why he's only 16k.
No, yeah, like you say, he's not even lacking in links as well. There's that Politano with all the traits under the bloody sun that he links with. 93 stamina as well for a box-to-box. It's humongous.
Yeah, the body type and the height combined with 77 strength as well. Robbie, I was really, really impressed with this card. But then...
oh no.
I realised what was wrong with him.
He's not got a face?
No, it's not that. It's not that. He's much like myself, in a way. He's a jack of all trades.
Yes.
Master of none. And that's probably the only bad thing I've got to say about this card, in that if you're looking for a centre mid that kind of does everything okay, but nothing too amazing, this is your man. Genuinely, guys, 16k for this card is unbelievable steal. I can't get over how good of a price that is. For like a new promo card as well. He's got really great links if you're running a Serie A. If you're running a Serie A team, I think this is your kind of slightly more aggressive CDM centre mid sort of guy. He's not one to score the loads of goals though, but he's very good at recycling play. So when you're around that box, he feels comfortable on the ball, even though he is quite a big lad. And you can just kind of, you know, he does the simple stuff well, which I think is something that we sometimes say in reviews, that if a player can do a simple thing well, he's doing half the job. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need, you know, 5-star, 7'12", you know, 95 million dribbling everywhere, do you? You just sometimes you just need a Pellegrini, a Lorenzo, who just does his job. You know, he clocks in at 8:59 and he goes home at 5:01. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't do anything more than he needs to do. But with that, obviously comes a slightly lower rating. But Rob, you've not used the card. What is it that you want to know about him?
So one thing that intrigues me, I'm guessing he used him as more like the advanced centre mid.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm getting with Vieira.
Yes, with big old Patrick. Yeah.
He's got finesse shot outside foot shot, which is quite nice, because I feel like it could make his shooting feel better than it is in the stats department. Is that the case, do you think?
Not really, to be honest with you. I think his shooting kind of let me down. I wasn't expecting too much, to be fair, but it's just all right. I didn't score a goal with him. I got a few assists with him though, and to be honest with you, his passing was probably the highlight of the card. It was really, really solid.
Yeah, 91 short pass, 88 long passes is not to be messed with.
Plus 90 vision, guys. Don't forget about vision. Vision's a massive part of passing.
He's a massive part of the MCU as well.
He is, yeah. He's currently MIA at the minute. There were a white version of him anyway. Shout out all the One Division fans, but. Yeah, his shooting was... I'm not going to say disappointing, because I wasn't expecting anything from it, but he does have a really nice... You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a Pogba from like years of past.
Oh, really? What, with like the body type and stuff?
Yeah, where he's a bit of a big lad, but he's also quite a bit of a twinkle toes. You'll see one of the assists that he got, guys. Like he glides through the play sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes, you know, once you've glided, you don't really know what to do with him at the end of it, because if there's not a pass on, his shooting is kind of just, I don't know, it's a bit of a, like, he'll have a bit of a fart of a shot or something. It's something that lets him down quite a lot, I think, because I think if he did have better shooting, he'd be a really, really good aggressive centre mid.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
Without it, he's not, and then his defending's not really good enough to make up for the lack of shooting. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's really good in the middle of the park, but either third, he's got his shortcomings.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for people just starting the game, there's still like plenty of wildcard tokens to get. You can get him and Tonali. I think there'd be a very good like partnership in the midfield to say if you've just got the game or whatever. Like
Yeah,
16k
for sure.
and 10 tokens, which they're easy to get. They're much easier than the other ones where you have to play about 700 squad battles games.
Yeah, these have been very, very easy. I can't recommend them enough, guys. For the price, 16k is an absolute bargain. No, it's that much of a bargain. It's got my voice cracking all over the place. So I've got, like I say, there's nothing. It's the same as the Rebic review, Rob. That there's genuinely nothing really bad about the card that really puts me off recommending him or not liking him. It's just that all the other things could be so much better. Like a perfect thing is just jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wish his shoe was a little bit better, or he had like a 5-star weak foot, just something to differentiate himself when he is up top.
Yeah.
But alas, he does not.
Yeah. It's a bit of a weird promo, isn't it? They feel like they've not really juiced them enough for this stage of the game.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like they're trying like a half-assed way to make us open packs, and it's
not working.
I don't think it's working.
No, yeah. Stay strong, brothers.
Stay strong. No early
premature epaculation, as we call it.
There you go. January. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure there's some sort of abbreviation we could come up with. But boys, for that reason, I'm giving him a 7 in terms of rating. Not as high as Rebic. I think Rebic would probably last you a little bit longer with these starter teams, but he's still a really solid card. If you are just starting, I'd kind of rate him higher. I'd probably say like almost a 9 or something in a starter team. But for the point where a lot of us are at that have been playing since launch, he's just a little bit off the pace. He's probably not that centre mid that you're looking for. But equally, I think when you compare him to before this I'd been using Guendouzi, the Phenom one, who's like 200k.
Yeah.
There's not like a world of difference between them two. Like Guendouzi, I feel like he's got hyped up massively.
It's because of like Payet and Klaus. I think that he was.
Yeah,
so
it's
expensive.
the links.
Yeah.
But still, I think this Pellegrini deserves to be more than 16k.
Yeah.
Paying like 35, I think it's probably about a fair price. I think that Guendouzi is obviously now overpriced and overhyped because he was 80k when I got him, and that's probably about a fair price for Guendouzi with the links that he's got. So yeah, Rob, I think nothing wrong with the card. It's just he could just be a little bit better in all departments. But for that reason, I have given him a 10 in terms of value because 16k, Rob, is.
I bet that's probably
so
about
cheap.
Fodder price, isn't it, for an 86?
It's so cheap. Well, I mean, they're 13k.
So you're guaranteed
you
can lose 3k tops, boys, if you want to give him a go.
Yeah, guys, for what it's worth, I've kept him. I've not sold him. He's now on my bench. Yeah, just because he provides an option that like my other ones don't have. That he's just a bit better in the final third. I've got Petit before. I like Petit and Benacer. Benacer's probably he's got the dribbling, but he's not really got anything else other than that in terms of final third ability.
Yeah,
I think he's a great card, Rob. There's nothing much more that I've got to say about him.
Chem
style. I put a shadow on him.
I'd say that's the move. Yeah, definitely.
In hindsight, I might have tried a hunter.
Just to make it a bit more lethal. Yeah.
Just to see what he would have been like more in the final third, because I feel like his shooting is closer to being more viable.
Yeah.
Than his defending is. So if you are using him as that aggressive CDM centre mid, I might use a hunter on him, to be honest with you. But I think the majority of us are like myself that use him in more of a defensive role. So hunter or shadow, one of the two.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah, there you are, boys. If you want to know anything else about Pellegrini, want to recommend any other Centurion players for us to try, for us to review, let us know down in the comments. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. In the meantime, follow us on Twitch. We are streaming twice a week, usually Mondays and Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what our plans are and whatnot, but keep an eye on the Twitter. In the meantime, I've been Robbie.
I've been Jack.
We've been Backpage Gaming. See you later.
See ya.